So being a person of value really does not have to, connect with anything external. You can be valuable and people can see that from within just by the way you talk, just by the things that you do for society, and just the way you carry yourself. People can know that you are a person of value. It does not have to do with material things. They don't have to see that you're wearing the best designer things to know that you're valuable. That does not show value at all. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for connecting with me here today. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. All right, so on this channel, I talk about family, finances, relationships, inspirations, and all things life. So if you're new here, you are in for a treat, all right? But before we get into the content here, do me a quick favor and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications so you get notified when I post future videos. And guess what? It is absolutely free, and you will be helping me a great deal. So thank you very much. Today, we will be discussing some profound codes that I think when you apply it to your life, it can make a huge transformation in your life, and you will see a difference. You will see a difference in every aspect of your life, okay? But as long as you apply it, all right? So let's get into the first one here. Our first code we'll be looking at today is by Albert Einstein, and he once said, try not to be a man of success, but rather become a man of value. Now, let's unpack this together. First and foremost, I want us to look at success. In our society today, success is often measured by materialistic wealth, fame, or power. But Einstein challenges this notion by saying that we should not be a man of success, but rather a man of value. Now, what does it mean to be a man of value? Now, that simply means that we have to be able to contribute something that will really benefit society. And that really entails making a positive impact on the life of others. And that will really lead to us striving for a personal growth and integrity. The reality is, value is very intrinsic and it lasts for a very long time. Success, on the other hand, is fleeting and it really is dependent on external factors. So being a person of value really does not have to, connect with anything external. You can be valuable and people can see that from within just by the way you talk, just by the things that you do for society, and just the way you carry yourself. People can know that you are a person of value. It does not have to do with material things. They don't have to see that you're wearing the best designer things to know that you're valuable. That does not show value at all. So we have to be able to distinguish between the two. What really matters is, you being a person of value. You being able to stand out regardless of all the material things, regardless of the wealth that you have, regardless of the things that you wear, regardless of what you showcase to others. You have to be able to stand apart. People have to see the value in you and respect you for what you do. See, when you are a person of value, you're doing something for a church, for the community, and whatever you do, it's not being broadcasted. It's not being talked about. You don't go into gatherings or different settings and just start talking about what you've done, your accomplishments, all the things that you have due to, how hard you work and things like that. As far as, I gained all this by myself. I've done all of this just by myself. This is what I've done. No, let people see it without you even telling them. And how would they see it? Well, they know that this thing was done for this community or this group of people or this local organization. You contributed to this organization. You did something to give back. Let them see it by others telling them. And they will see the value in you by that without you even speaking for yourself. Let others speak for you, and that will help you to stand out from the rest. Because guess what? When you start to showcase what you've done or what you have, that's like bragging. You don't want to seem as someone who brags or is selfish. When you are somebody of value, you are not selfish. You're giving back without thinking about yourself. You're putting others, in front. And you're just being in the back and just doing good. You're doing good without any attachments. That's being somebody of value. That's giving back and really doing it out of just being authentic about it. Doing it out of the kindness of your heart because you are being touched to do that. Because you see the need to do that. So when you do that, there's so much value that comes with it without you even speaking of it. That's what I'm talking about here. So I believe that this quote is a reminder for us to truly focus on what really matters. It's not about the accolades. It's not about the fame. It's not about the power that we have or that people, see us as. No, we don't want people to see us as all these external things that we've gained and things like that, right? It's about the value that we bring to the world. So I really want to encourage all of us today to be people of value. And when we are people of value, when we do that, you will realize that success will come naturally. Success will follow. It does not have to be forced. It will just happen. Because guess what? You are valuable. And that's what truly matters. Our second profound quote for today is a very short, seems simple, but very profound. And it goes like this. This too shall pass. I'm pretty sure many of you out there have heard this quote before. You've probably said it yourself or have had someone say it to you. But again, I'm pretty sure you've heard it in some way, shape, or form. Well, let's unpack this together here. See, for this quote right here, let me first put myself in the situation because I've experienced this on so many occasions. See, in the past, when people would tell me, this too shall pass, whenever I was going through some difficulty or some challenging times, and, people come around, friends or family, people who love and care about you, come around and try to give you words of encouragement, and they say, this too shall pass. My first thought at the time was, when? When would it pass? How do you know that? And I will always think, well, the person that's saying this to me clearly are not experiencing this situation in this moment. They don't know how it feels. They don't know how much it hurts. So they're just saying that because it sounds good or they're trying to make me feel better. So in that moment, I'm not receiving it because I'm thinking about the situation. I'm thinking about what I'm dealing with right now. And I don't want to hear anything extra. I don't want to hear all that nice things you're saying because it really, truly doesn't matter right now. Those were my thoughts at that time. And this was mostly due to my lack of faith. So when people say those things to me, I will usually dismiss it or dismiss their words of encouragement, by saying you'll never understand because you haven't been through that. But let me tell you something. See, when it comes to self-development, it has a huge part to play in transforming our mindset. See, when your mind is transformed, you are able to, take in different perspectives. You're open to so many different perspectives, different possibilities, and you are just willing to learn from different experiences and different situations. You don't limit yourself when you are self-developed. So at the time, when I had those thoughts in my mind, when people would give me words of encouragement, I wasn't on my self-development journey. That I can tell you today. I didn't think the way that I think now because my mind was just all over the place. I didn't have enough faith. I didn't have to believe in myself. I didn't understand that I have control over my mind. There are so many things that I didn't understand at the time. So my responses were like everybody else. That's how everybody around me responded. So it just automatically happened that I had to respond the same way because my mind was not transformed. So if you've been in a situation like this or a similar situation, I want you to listen to me and think about this. See, that phrase, this too shall pass. Think about it. It's 4 words. This too shall pass. Just 4 words. but they are very, very powerful words. If only you connect with it, if only you understand it for what it is. It's a very, very profound statement. It helps in keeping us grounded when we are full of happiness, and it offers solace when we are going through great pain or a challenge that you might be struggling with. It really truly makes you realize that nothing, absolutely nothing, is permanent. Our emotions, our experiences, time, and even people, none of it is permanent. The only thing that is constant, the only thing that is permanent is change. So let's really try to understand phrases and things that people say to us. Let's try to understand it for what it is. Let's try to, take a step back, take a deep breath, and unpack whatever that person is saying. It might be for your own good. It might be something that will help you through the situation. But if you're not really understanding it for what it is, it's going to go over your head. It's going to lead your mind to a negative thought, because that is what we are used to. That's the first and foremost thing that we think about when things are said to us or when situations are happening. Your mind automatically runs to the negative. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But when you have worked on yourself, when you understand the power that you have to control your thoughts, you will not allow your mind to drift into something negative, and you will not allow it to stay there. Because it's okay, because it happens every now and then. You might drift. You might think about something negative. But you have to be able to pull yourself back from that. You have to be able to reassess the situation and bring yourself back to, what really matters. And that is you being able to see things from different perspectives. Don't just go with whatever that the first thing that comes to your mind or the negative thing, right? Because there's so many sides, there's so many ways to look at a situation. So if you are faced with something that you're dealing with and you are 100% just depending on your own thoughts, I want to let you know right now that it's okay to tap into different perspectives, to listen to different things and try to gain from it. Try to see what you can get out of it, how it can help you in your situation. That's very key. We're all capable of doing that, and I think that should be something that we can practice and make it a part of us. Our last and final profound code we'll be discussing today goes like this. Most of us know how to say nothing. Few of us know when. This code is all about the power of silence and the importance of knowing when to use it. See, many of us are comfortable with speaking, with filling silence with words, but how many of us truly understand the value of saying nothing at all? So you might find, or you might have been in a situation where you see people just talking and talking and talking, and because they feel like, oh, the room is silent, or I have to say something, or I have to share a point or view on this topic, when they truly really don't know much about the topic, or they really don't have much to share, but they feel the need to say something. We've all been there. But it's also important to know that there is value in saying nothing at all. You don't always have to speak. Let's take an example here. Imagine you're in a heated argument. The instinct is often to keep talking, right? We all know that. We want to keep talking. We want to keep defending. You want to keep defending your point of view. But sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to stop. Stop. Say nothing and just listen. This code right here challenges us to think about when it's appropriate to speak and when it's better to remain silent. It's really about understanding that silence can be just as communicative, if not more so, than words. So when you are silent, you're really still communicating. And if you're communicating as far as speaking, you are also communicating as well. So they really are both very, very important when it comes to communication. So remember, when it comes to communicating, you don't just want to just talk because you have to talk, right? You want to say things that are important, that have essence, that have value, and that really, you want to be able to make a valid point whenever you're communicating. Not just to throw words out there just because you have to say something. And you also have to remember that when you're silent or when someone is silent, they're also communicating as well. So it's okay to be silent. It's okay to listen because it's in listening that we truly, truly learn. So learn to listen because when you listen and you are quiet, there's so much more that is being communicated and there's so much more that is being learned in the process. I love to hear your thoughts on these quotes here today. I would like to know which one of these quotes do you connect with the most and why? All right? Share your experiences in the comment section below. And thank you so much for connecting with me here today. It's always a pleasure having you here. So listen, man, we are all about learning and growing together. So if you are of that mindset, if you're a person who loves to learn and grow and just get better, you are in the right place. We would love to connect with you here and just keep tuning in. There's so many great videos on here on diverse topics. So we love connecting with you here. The more you tune in, the more you connect with us, we're going to keep getting bigger and better. We're going to keep bringing you great content and just being better as a channel, okay? And getting better as a community because the goal is to grow and reach as many people as possible. So thank you for connecting. Thank you for staying through to the end of the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for turning on your notifications. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so special to us, and we love that you are here. All right? So make sure you share the video. Make sure you comment, and we'll love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Remember to always, always be your best self. That's what we're about, all right? Thank you.